Okay, let's get into your reading, Aries. Okay, you both want to talk to each other, but they've gone silent. And it's not because they stopped caring. It's because they're sitting there, terrified, wondering how you would react if they finally reached out. And the cards are about to show you exactly why they will. I really feel like someone here is not talking to you. They're really not saying a lot. They're really not doing a lot. And you feel like in your intuition, like they do want to talk to you. But at the same time, you can't be 100% certain. But at the same time, you feel like, no, they must still feel something. Surely they still must. And I must tell you, your intuition is correct. The Seven of Pentacles here shows they haven't stopped thinking about you. They still have you on their mind very, very heavily. They still really like you. They still really care about you. They still feel very, very connected to you and very, very drawn to you. They really, really still do. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles here shows that it's not just surface level things that they like about you, like your body or how you look or something. These actually go much, much deeper. These aspects and these things that they like about you go into how you are, kind and caring, and your empathy and your support, and how loving you are, and how you go above and beyond for those that you love and you care about. They really have been reflecting on so many of these aspects of yours that go much more into maturity and depth. And so they feel very, very connected to you. Believe it or not, they do want to talk to you. At the same time, you're quite open to talking to this person as well. So both of you actually want to talk to each other, but they're quite closed off, right? They're not exactly giving you any hints that they want to talk to you. Neither are they telling you like, yes, I want to talk to you. You kind of feel like they're kind of all over the place, a bit wishy-washy, and more than anything, you feel like they're quite cold. Okay, you feel like they're quite cold, like they're not the warmest, friendliest person to speak to or to talk to. You feel like there's a coldness about them. And especially with the Page of Swords, though, they still do want to talk. The Five of Pentacles here shows they've gone through something really horrendous recently. There's been some kind of loss in their life, whether it's financially or they've lost a person in their life that they were very close to. There's something here that has made them feel really, really sad. And actually, this has made them reflect a lot on their life. So this loss that they've gone through very recently has made them really reflect on the people that have been there for them and those that haven't. They feel more and more connected to you, more and more drawn to you. They have much more appreciation towards you than anyone else they've ever had appreciation towards in their life. They feel like you have always been the kindest and the most caring person. You've always been super understanding, respectful, loyal, and loving. And they literally feel that losing you in this way and not really talking to you, right? Whether there's been distance and space or there's been a full-on separation, they feel like losing you has made them understand everything about you tenfold more. They feel like they have understood things about you tenfold more. They have cared about you 10 times more, and they've just understood that nobody is like you. And so I really feel here that they're feeling this intensity, especially in their stomach, like around their solar plexus chakra, okay, which is around the stomach, where they feel like there's a sense that they want to speak to you and they want to talk to you and they feel like they have to. So there's this energy here of them wanting to do so. Okay, we also have here as well the Fool. Now the Fool is very important because the Fool here represents that they really want to speak to you, and it's going to be very abrupt in the sense that the Fool here Okay, the Fool is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is a very, very sudden planet. Things happen very suddenly, out of nowhere. Surprise. That's the kind of energy of Uranus. Now, Uranus is like the Fool, okay? The Fool literally does that. It's like, surprise, I'm here. Hello. And everyone's like, really? Like now? Really? Are you sure? Why now? Why not yesterday or 10 years ago? The Fool here shows that they will come to you very, very abruptly and very suddenly. Like literally, you'll be busy doing something. You'll literally think like they're not going to come today, and then boom, they do. So this Three of Wands here goes to show, honestly, let them come to you. Let them come to you. The Three of Wands shows that what's really interesting here is that they've been keeping to themselves because they're wondering how you would react. They've been keeping to themselves because they aren't sure whether you would like them to come forward. They are not sure whether you would want to talk to them. They're quite pessimistic, I think. They're kind of thinking to themselves, okay, if I go to you and I say all of this, what if you shut me down? What if you shut me out? So they kind of are a bit scared, actually, of coming forward and talking to you. At the same time, what the cards are showing is it's really important to let them come towards you, because the more you go to them, they still are not 100% in the place where they are emotionally stable, right? They still have this tendency of shutting down and kind of getting overwhelmed. Let them come to you when they are ready, because what's really interesting here is that right now they are scared that you might reject them, but also at the same time, they're not fully ready either. They're almost, but not fully. But what's really interesting is that they really feel like there is nobody out there like you. Like you are the most amazing thing that has ever happened to them. You are the most incredible person. They literally feel like you are the most loving, kind, amazing, caring, sweet person they've ever met in their entire life. And with the 10 of Cups, they really feel like your energy is so, so beautiful. You are so kind, so caring, so understanding, so respectful. You have so much to give. You're just really, really a great person. And they feel so, so connected to you because of your energy and the kind of person that you are, especially with the 10 of Cups. They feel like you have so much and you give so much. And with the 10 of Cups as well, they literally feel like you are the person for them. Like they literally feel like if they have to live life with someone, it would be with you. Okay. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, if I want to live life with someone, I would want to be with them, you know? So it's almost like it's very mutual, except the thing is, right? If you were to ask me, do they have the same feelings as me? I would say yes. However, their action taking is very, very different. Okay, their action taking is very different. They're not doing a lot. They're quite overwhelmed. They've got a lot going on. They're quite stressed. They're not ready, fully. They're almost, but not fully. And so I would say, yes, they have the same kinds of feelings for you. They want to do the same kinds of things, and they really feel this connection towards you. But when it comes to taking action, it's very different. Okay? So thoughts and feelings are there, but when it comes to taking action, you are much more likely to be very quick at taking action and being proactive. This person isn't necessarily doing that, right? They're not exactly taking that level of action. So with the Page of Pentacles here, the action does come in due course. Okay, in due course. The action does come. And even though they are not doing a lot right now, the Four of Wands came out, and the 3 to the 4 shows here quite a satisfactory outcome where they will come to you. They will absolutely talk to you. They will make it very, very well known to you how they feel towards you, how they feel connected to you, how they feel very drawn to you, how much they appreciate you, how much they feel like you are really the person for them. They will literally think to themselves like, oh my God, I feel so much. I feel so connected and so drawn to you, and I want to make something happen here, is really what they will say. And they will really try to do as much as they can to make things happen. Because even with the Hierophant, we see this very powerful energy of them, wanting stability, security, commitment, and wanting that only with you, and really being very serious about their intentions, especially after going through this loss and realizing your worth and value in their life and not being swayed by superficial situations, people, connections, all this kind of stuff. Like they will literally think to themselves, it was you, it was always you, and really feeling drawn to you because of that. And I want to stay with you a little longer, okay? Because there is so much more in these cards, and I don't want you to leave without hearing all of it. Let me start, okay, with the thing this whole reading keeps circling back to, the gap between how they feel and what they're doing. Because this, okay, is the whole tension of your reading, and I don't want you to miss it. The reader was so clear, their feelings and their actions are two completely different things right now. The feelings, okay, are enormous. They think you're the most amazing person they've ever met. They feel you're the one for them. They can't stop thinking about you. But the action, the reaching out, the actual message, the phone call, that's where they freeze. And I want you to really understand, okay, why? Because it protects you from misreading their silence. When someone doesn't reach out, the story we tell ourselves is almost always they don't care. The silence feels like a verdict. But this reading is showing you the opposite. The silence isn't absence of feeling. It's presence of fear. Because the reader named it, okay, they're scared. Scared that if they come to you and pour all of this out, you'll shut them down. You'll shut them out. And so the very depth of what they feel is exactly what's paralyzing them. The more it matters, the more terrifying it is to risk it. And I want you to sit with how different that is from not caring. A person who doesn't care feels nothing and does nothing. But this person feels everything and does nothing. And those two look identical from the outside, which is exactly why the reader pulled these cards, to show you the difference you couldn't see. And I want to draw out, the Seven of Pentacles, because it's such a telling card to have opened this reading with. The Seven of Pentacles, shows a figure leaning on their tool, pausing, looking at a plant they've been growing, reflecting on all the work they've put in. It's the card of reflection, of assessment, of standing back and considering what really matters. And that's exactly, what this person has been doing about you. Not idly, deeply. The reader was clear. The things they've been reflecting on aren't surface, not your looks, not something shallow. They've been sitting with your kindness, your empathy, your loyalty, the way you go above and beyond for the people you love. And I want you to feel, how significant that is, because those are the qualities people appreciate once they've matured, once they've been through enough to know how rare they are. Anyone can be drawn to a face, but to reflect on someone's character, their depth, their heart, that's the reflection of someone who has understood your real value. And the Five of Pentacles, tells you what cracked them open to that understanding: a loss, a real one. The reader saw something horrendous, recent, whether financial or the loss of someone close, something that has genuinely shaken them. And here's what loss does, okay? It strips away the superficial. When something gets taken from us, we suddenly see with painful clarity what actually mattered and who actually mattered. The Five of Pentacles is two figures out in the cold, and it's in that cold that this person finally looked around and realized who had been their warmth all along. You. And I want to draw out, okay, the coldness you've been feeling, because I don't want you to take it personally. And I think this reading gives you a way to understand it. The reader said, okay, you feel a coldness about them. They come across wishy-washy all over the place, not the warmest to talk to. And if you didn't have this reading, you would probably read that coldness as disinterest, as them not caring. But now you know, okay, the coldness is a wall. It's armor. It's what people put up when they're overwhelmed, when they're grieving, when they're scared of their own feelings. This person just went through a loss. They're not emotionally steady right now. And when someone isn't steady, they often go cold, not because they feel nothing, but because they feel too much and don't know how to hold it. So the coldness, okay, isn't rejection, it's self-protection. And underneath it, the reader kept insisting, the Page of Swords shows they still very much want to talk. The warmth is there. It's just buried under everything they're carrying. And I want to spend real time, okay, on the Fool, because it tells you how this contact is going to come. And it's such a specific, exciting energy. The Fool, okay, is the card of the unexpected, the leap, the fresh start that arrives out of nowhere. And the reader tied it to Uranus, the planet of sudden, surprising, lightning bolt change. Which means when this person finally reaches out, it won't be a slow, expected buildup. It'll be abrupt. A bolt from the blue. The reader painted it, okay, so vividly, you'll be busy mid-task, having just decided they're not going to come today, convinced it's not happening, and then boom, there they are. A message, a call, a knock, exactly when you've stopped expecting it. And I want you to hold, okay, that possibility lightly and joyfully, because the Fool wants you to keep living your life, to stay busy, to stay engaged with your own world, and to let their arrival be the beautiful surprise it's meant to be. And I want to draw out, okay, the reader's most important instruction, the one she repeated, let them come to you. And I know, okay, how hard that is, because the reader saw it in you too. You're the fast one, the proactive one, the one who takes action quickly when you feel something. So your instinct will be to reach out, to close the distance, to fix the silence yourself. But the reader was firm, okay, this is the one time not to, and not as a game, not to make them chase for the sake of it, but for a real reason. Because they are not fully emotionally ready yet. And if you go to them before they've arrived at their own readiness, you risk catching them in the overwhelm, the shutdown, the not quite there, and it won't land the way it could. But if you let them come, okay, when they're ready on their own steam, it means something entirely different. It means they crossed their own fear to get to you. It means they chose it fully rather than being pulled. And that is the foundation you actually want. Someone who came to you because they couldn't stay away, not because you reached in and pulled them out. And I want to draw out, okay, the Ten of Cups, because it tells you how they truly see you. And it's one of the most beautiful cards in the entire deck. The Ten of Cups, okay, is the card of emotional fulfillment, of family, of a love so complete it's pictured as a rainbow of cups over a home. It's the happily ever after card. And the fact that it came out for how they feel about you tells you they don't just have a crush. They see a whole life with you. The reader said it plainly, okay, if they had to live life with someone, it would be you. That's not casual. That's the Ten of Cups, someone looking at you and seeing home, seeing the person they'd build their deepest happiness with. And the Hierophant, okay, seals it, because after the loss, after all that reflection, this person doesn't want something shallow anymore. The Hierophant is commitment, stability, tradition, the serious, locked-in kind of love. They want that. And the reader felt they want it only with you. It was you. It was always you. And right now, okay, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the truth that you are wanted, deeply seen for exactly who you are. And breathe out the doubt their silence planted in you. It was never about your worth. And I want to draw out, okay, the timing, because the reader gave you real reassurance on when, not just whether. The Page of Pentacles, okay, told her the action does come in due course. And I want you to hold both halves of that. The action does come, that's certain. But in due course, that's the patience piece. The Page of Pentacles is a slow, steady, building energy. It's not a card of overnight. It's a card of something real growing at its own pace. And the reader saw, okay, the Three of Wands moving into the Four of Wands, and that progression matters so much because the Three of Wands is waiting, watching the horizon, anticipation, and the Four of Wands is arrival, celebration, stability reached, a homecoming. The three becoming the four is the exact picture of the waiting turning into the reunion. So this reading, okay, isn't telling you to wait forever in uncertainty. It's telling you the outcome is satisfactory. The reader's own word. They will come. They will talk to you. They will make it very, very known how they feel. The only variable is the timing, and the timing is theirs to arrive at. And let me gather it all up for you. Okay, one more time. The Seven of Pentacles. Them reflecting deeply on your worth. The Page of Swords. Their real desire to talk. The Five of Pentacles. The loss that opened their eyes. The Fool. The sudden, surprising way they'll reach out. The Three of Wands, their fearful waiting. The Ten of Cups, the whole life they see with you. The Page of Pentacles, the action that's slowly coming. The Four of Wands, the happy arrival. And the Hierophant, their serious, committed intentions. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay? Slowly, so it settles. Someone has gone quiet, okay? And you've wondered if they still care. They do. They've never stopped thinking about you. A recent loss, okay, cracked them open and made them see your worth more clearly than ever. Now they know nobody is like you, and they want a real committed future with you and only you. But they're scared, okay, of how you'd react and not quite emotionally ready. So the cards ask just one thing of you: let them come. And when they're ready, suddenly, out of nowhere, they will. One message. Their silence was never a no. It was them gathering the courage to say yes. And if this reading resonated, comment down below it was always me, and let the universe hear you claim it. Like this reading and subscribe to Moonveil Tarot and share it with someone who's been waiting on their person too. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You may have spent, a lot of quiet nights wondering why they went cold, replaying it, wondering if you imagined the connection, if it meant as much to them as it did to you. And this reading found you, to tell you that you didn't imagine a thing. The connection was real. It still is. And the distance between you was never the absence of love. It was the presence of fear and a person not yet ready to be as brave as their heart already is. So hold your worth, Keep living your beautiful life. Stay open, but not waiting by the phone. And trust that when they finally cross that fear and come to you the way the cards promise, you'll know it was real all along and that you were always the one they were making their way back to. And before we close, I want to come back to one detail the reader felt so physically, the intensity in their stomach around the solar plexus, because it's such a specific telling thing. The solar plexus, is the energy center of the gut, of instinct, of the feeling you get when something matters so much you can't ignore it. It's where we feel nervousness, excitement, the pull toward something we know we have to do. And the reader felt this person carries that intensity right there, a churning, insistent sense that they need to speak to you. And I want you to understand, what that means, because it's the opposite of indifference. An indifferent person feels nothing in their gut about you. But this person feels it physically. It sits in them. It won't leave them alone. That gut level insistence is the very thing that will eventually override their fear, because you can only ignore a feeling that strong for so long before it moves you to act. And I want to reflect, on something the reader said about you, that you're the one who takes action quickly, who's proactive, who moves when you feel something. And I think there's a quiet compliment buried in there that I don't want you to miss, because your quickness, to act on your feelings is a kind of courage. It means you're brave with your heart. You don't hide behind walls the way this person does. And while the reading asks you to hold that instinct back just this once, to let them come, I don't want you to ever see that quickness as a flaw. It's a gift. It's emotional bravery, and it's part of exactly what they love about you. So as you wait, for them to find their courage, hold on to yours, not by chasing, but by continuing to be the open, warm, emotionally honest person you already are. Because that person the reader made so clear is the one they can't stop thinking about, the one they're slowly, surely finding their way back to. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.